Residents reel out remedies to improve steady power supply. University of Uyo to hold workshop in occupational safety and security. Plus, Ntiadi Tam community in Itu local government area seeks federal government's intervention on road infrastructure. Hello, welcome to NT Area News. My name is Emidion Umo. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. The Institute for Health, Safety, Security and Environmental Studies, University of Uyo, is hosting a workshop on occupational safety and security, during which the Indonesian ambassador to Nigeria, His Excellency Air Marshal Bushra Hendra, will be a special guest. The workshop, which has as its theme entrenching safety and security cultures in the university and its environs, will be declared open by the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Umoino, on Tuesday, March 5, 2024. It will take place at the 1,000-seater third form auditorium, Main Campus, University of Uyo, by 9 o'clock in the morning. The former Corps Marshal, Federal Road Safety Commission and Minister of Aviation, Osita Chidoka, will deliver a keynote lecture, while the Vice Chancellor, University of Uyo, Professor Nyaudo Andayo, will be the host. The workshop is for staff and students of the University of Uyo, as well as other stakeholders in Akwa Ibom State. A release by the Registrar of the University, Blossom Okore, says it promises to enlighten the university community and its environment on the litany of present-day safety and security challenges with the strategies to mitigate them. The public is invited to the workshop. Commercial activities in Ntiadi Tam community, Itu local government area, may not see the end of 2024 except drastic measures are taken by the federal government. This follows the collapse of the only access road to the area. Clement Barikwi, who visited the community, reports that the once lifesaver is now a death trap.
Some motor that carry wood try to move out back. When they go there, they return back.
Many accidents there for this road too much, both this in Chad and about it.
So I want the Federal Ministry of Works and Federal Government to come and help us.
This is the general views among users of the Ntiadi Tam Road. The historic state of the road began more than 5 years ago when a nearby ravine started caving in, thereby cutting off both sides of the road. The self-help efforts of the community is no longer helping the dilapidated state of the road. According to the community members, this federal road is a no-go area during the rainy season.
Some goods that would have come through this way now come through the riverside. So what I intend to do is to send a humble request to the federal authority to come and help us walk this road.
The Ntiadi Tam Road connects traders from different parts of Akwa Ibom State to the popular T-junction in the area, where one of the biggest markets in this part of the state is located. The road also provides access to the Mary Slessor Memorial Cane and links Akwa Ibom State with Cross River, Abia, and Ebonyi State, and it may not see the end of 2024 if urgent measures are not taken to stop the ravine encroachments. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Electricity supply in Akwa Ibom State can only improve if the state government embraces the needed political will and commitment to key into existing legal framework provided by the federal government in the sector. Speaking in Uyo, the state capital, some residents insist that the removal of subsidy on electricity is not the solution to the challenges bedeviling the power sector in the country. Clement Barikwi has details.
Akwa Ibom State, being one of the oil-rich states in the country, boasts of abundant gas for power generation. effort by the previous administrations in the state to utilize this abundant gas resource to boost electricity supply led to the establishment of the Ibom Power Plant that has been generating about 191 megawatts of electricity into the national grid. Yet, not much is on the ground in terms of steady power supply to residents of the state, a situation that is largely blamed on collapsed infrastructure and inadequate gas supply. Following the liberalization of the power sector through the Electricity Act 2023, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission approved the application of the state government for the Ibom Utility Company to operate as an independent electricity distribution network.
Generate, distribute. Will they, though the law is there, what about some of those bottlenecks? Would they be able to dismantle some of those things and then unbundle the system so the system can run on its own?
When there is competition, the companies will sit back and they will improve in their services.
Among residents of Uyo, the debate on high tariff and payment for what is not consumed continues.
The current tariff we are paying, I'm talking about the billing system, we are paying in this country as a people, yet we do not even have that light to say, yes, we are paying for what we are consuming. Certainly not. And someone is still talking about removing subsidy, if there was.
If you remove the subsidy from the present in the logistics sector, that means Nigeria is back to the experience that we have in the petroleum sector, and it will be disastrous. Let us manage one first.
Please let the federal government not give heed to some of those advice. They are ill advice, just to destabilize the system. So let the system continue on. Let the government continue to pay those small subsidies. After I look at even the subsidy we are talking about, there are some people that are paying as much as 40,000 naira a month.
Addressing frequent collapse of the national grid through quality infrastructure, metering and full liberalization, according to the respondents, are among the ways out of the present electricity challenges. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
We'll take a break now. More stories will come our way, to stay tuned.
Paul, now another cough medicine you want buy, so why you no go do the test where I say may you go do?
Oga, make you go check this your cough. The last time I get this kind of cough when no gree go. Now madam here tell me say make I go do test. Where all the cough syrup where they drink no gree work. Then come do me free test. And it can show say I get tuberculosis. The medicine when they give me all na free. Now see I don't well campaign.
Now true Callisto stop. Go check am. Make you dey sure because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, Overback Road, Uyo. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class blue sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Tafaga Fort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
One passenger. Big auntie, come enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter o. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure because who no go know.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Make you dey sure. If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
You're welcome back now to the rest of our report. The Transition Committee Chairman of Itu Local Government Council has inaugurated Planning Committee for the coronation of His Royal Majesty Edidem Ededekpaninyang as the paramount ruler of Itu Local Government Area. Correspondent reports that the inauguration took place at the Council Secretariat, Mbagatai. Inaugurating the committee to plan and execute a successful coronation of Edidem Ededekpaninyang as the paramount ruler of Itu Local Government Area, the Transition Committee Chairman, Etetem Onok, implored members of the committee to bring up ideas and initiatives that will ensure a hitch-free coronation ceremony, while ensuring that security measures are put in place for the safety of lives and properties before, during, and after the ceremony.
The entire state, through the commissioner, is anxiously and excitingly waiting for this event. So that puts a responsibility on me and you to ensure that where there is need to do sacrifice to ensure the success of this event, but let us do. Where there is need to put a personal touch, ideas, we have to do it.
I want to assure the chairman that I will do my very best with members of this committee to ensure that in a very colorful coronation.
The committee is also to liaise with the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs for the necessary documentation, as well as working with the traditional institution to set up the date for the event. It is expected that the council will complete the construction of the traditional rulers complex and commission it as part of the activities to mark the event. From Itu, Emedi Omo, NTA News. Some farmers in Uyo have identified high transportation costs, non-availability and affordability of fertilizers, unions and other challenges as setbacks to smooth operations of farming activities in the state. Uteba Achibong on special assignment interacted with some farmers and filed in this report.
With the rising cost of living in recent times, Nigerians suggest it has become necessary for more people to shift attention to farming, perhaps the reason for the early commencement of planting in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital. While the farmers are hoping for the rains, they say early planting can encourage good yield and food sufficiency.
Everything is because of the fuel. So when they reduce the high cost of fuel, everything will become normal.
Government should assist the farmers. They really need help. Like if there are much space, I know that most of these people are going to steal in, collect, or taking from others. They will be useful, as in they use the land to help themselves.
Planted water leaf and pumpkin and maize and cassava is around.
For some of these farmers, their concern is far from availability of farm produce and fertilizer, but bothers more on transportation and the sale of their harvest, which they say one must register and become a member of a union in the market to have a permission to sell. Hence, they appeal to relevant authorities for urgent intervention.
You can take your goods to the market, but you will be hindered. You will not be allowed to sell because you don't belong to any union, and that hinders yourselves.
I need government to help us to cancel all the unions in the market, all the unions in state, so that anybody that plants in the farm can carry the crops and the food, go to market and sell without union.
All the water leaf, you no see customer because of union. You no carry and go market. So money no dey.
The farmers believe that with government empowerment, food security is possible in Uyo. Utube Achibong, NTA News.
Residents have lamented the disappearance of infrastructure that adds to the city aesthetics. They, however, appeal to the government agencies to oversee the removal of manholes on the street to avoid further damages on government properties. The Sikak Okun reports.
Manholes are small covered areas positioned on paved walkways or roads used to gain access to underground public utilities. In some major streets in Uyo metropolis, governments over the years have provided these facilities to ensure that rainwater will have a free flow, just as it adds to the city's aesthetic. It is useful for the sustainability of durable roads. Investigations reveal that these essential facilities have been disappearing from major streets in Uyo, posing grave danger to motorists and other road users, especially at night. A case in point is the manhole situated by the side of number 219 and 260 Oron Road, where many respondents describe as a death trap.
It's of a very high risk, most especially in the night when the weather is not bright enough and some drivers are on a high speed and they might not notice that there is a kind of like a pothole there, in as a result of people like doing away with the irons.
Too bad. I just saw one day we just come in the morning. I just saw this thing. They remove it. The other one too. So many accidents is happening here.
Residents of these areas say condemned tires have been used as remedial measures to indicate a danger sign for those using the road for the first time, but realize that some miscreants still go away with the tires.
We are not happy over it. We wake up one morning in May, early in May. They first remove that gutter cover. And after some days, they now remove the manhole. It's quite dangerous. We are taken aback over it. So we feel that everybody should be involved. Because this thing was not removed in the daytime, it was in the night that they removed it, you know. So, and some other people are complaining all over the city.
Somebody wanted to die inside here. So I don't know, government should help us, because at least they will put somebody that will be guiding it, because if in the night all of us will go home.
The situation is the same at Oron Road, Uran traffic light axis.
This can damage people's car, and a stranger coming into this area at night, it's very dangerous, and it's very closer to where they have the traffic lights, so it's not a good one.
And the way I feel about this is, the thing is not good, because the thing can cause accidents. Because I've seen many people that have problem here, so I think that this thing is good for government to come and repair the place.
But the question on the lips of residents is if government is not aware of these developments.
To undertake it, did it at late night in the hour. So I think if the security agents should have been up and doing, they could have fished them out.
It is the thought of residents that the state government will look into the situation to avoid casualties or death. In Uyo Nsika Okon, NTA News.
Review of the major stories. Residents reeled out remedies to improve steady power supply. University of Uyo is to hold workshop in occupational safety and security. You also heard in the news that Ntiaritam community in Itu local government has sought federal government intervention on road infrastructure. Remember to be a star. Join NTS campaign to stand against rape and rapists. Thanks for being part of our bulletin tonight. Basia Nyanga Ekpenyong is standing by for the news translation.
Monuwo etang mention siko ke abangan usong yari binam yari kan electric phone. Ufong wenta ifyoguyo eya ni ukpe mkpo ke banga ukpe me kiti utom. Mbio wo ke Ntiaritam ke nkwogu kara itu eseme ka banga idiogu song. Ukangen mi komo amensi kama mbong fan kibibio nkere baseya ekpeyo ya ikubu mbong nyine yo mone ba ke Ntiaritam eseme boyak ukara idengen edi nwammi mo ke didion usong Ntiaritam ada ke nkwogu karitu amia kene na nkukwen usong ammo eniege akpoke adioretieti ya ikubu yo mbong ito ko mbong nyine. Adai word ken kogo kara itu abere a committee abiri isempo ibanga adi namadi make edidem edetakpan iyang nte paramount ruler ken kogo kara itu okombognen anam yarediongo ke adinam akerite ke council secretariat mbak atai ya ikubo yombok
adi bere committee abiri isempo ibanga Adi make edidem edere kpaniyang nte paramount ruler kenko kara itu. Adai word kenko kara itu etetemonok ama abo yak mbone ba ake komitiero ekrebo ke moenam utumommo ke afresak yeken nennen usong adikan boke adinamado akronin ko anye mabo yakamma ekrebo nko ke nkau kpeme eda kitie adikan boke kpeme manatoro adinamado afon Evoke a committee mi ewi inam utom ye administration mkpo banga mention sio nko kara ye membong adikan beke mo siusen enam adi namado adigi karunin mboka nam yagadi yongo ke ufong bong esoko ebobdo ke ya ekwenge bemiso adinam adimek edidem edekpan inyang nte paramarula ke itu mi kenko karitu emediongo kombok NTA
meto yuanku yo etai boke nsongura ukpe usong unana adikat nyongde mkpo esegesen kem friwang yagafon adom memkpo se ibiongo adikan nam utumiwang yagafon yaikob mbognen oyogo ito kombognen
akene na wemedi song idaga min koro gedanga udwam po adido kwa usen ko usen bonida nyine soge danu yebo kedo se frewo e kaniso ese uto nwang se akini ntomi membu ngam inwang anike ngam atatiti amienam danga me kombo ke sanga ke kumbusong e mai ke atau waka wo e dongo ki ngwanko utompo ama tongo meto wanga mi suge boke ini mimo so ki bet ya ge mene ke de momo ke do se e bage tompo se ai mai bage tompo e se bage dok nko ndidia ama na ba no song meto wanga minku e boke sido mbubege mimo ine ke kido danga mbungo miwang akpeba ya mimo to me fertilizer ado sine kido mfana ado upu song danga mimo ibi ben mkporu ami ikiwodwa nko ema ke wodwa ami mensunso ikpere eboke na ntewo adi sene nyonke union mbimiso amoeni unen erinyam memkporu ami eboke mi ana mugwe mesoko kaka iso song se afomani mkpo sefu ato adok ukatiti ese nyam ubaga bene ka odwan troro awi yakanyam sia odoko union ammo eso gesene benge eno kara ke fre fandara ebo mbok yakado sekpese mkpo banga kpan ke mkpo union etangami bagari nwam mimo ikani ro imaito inwang inie si boko ikinyam ari ro nyen meto enwang ami ke ukara eya kananye ni se meto enwang nko edieke mkponte gere to ukari remedi ke yari wo meto enwang ami kente mo ekpe baba miku yo utbe achibon akombok entie
ukangen asere tutumpong. Eso ke mpang to.